Okay. So everything's going through this time? I'm not still muted? Oh, look. Already somebody's trying to advertise some AI stuff. Yeah, not happening. I'm not buying into your AI viewers and stuff. You know, I'd rather do this on my own. Try to boost myself up by being entertaining and not buying subscribers. I mean, yeah, they make it easier, but no. If I'm going to get to affiliate, I want it to be because people found me entertaining. Okay. Let's see. What was I doing? Okay, so we got the auto sifter done. That's currently going real strong. This stream will probably only be about half hour, so I don't know. I don't intend on going very long, but we'll see. Mostly because I just did that almost 2 hour stream, and I fucked it up and have to go back and redo that game. Well, I guess it shouldn't be too upset because I mean, I like Halo Reach, but at the same time, like I'm kind of kicking myself for doing that. Because again, I love the game, and oh man, I posted the clip of the debris coming down and killing me while I was in the mass driver, but unfortunately, there's no sound behind it, so you don't get to hear my laugh or anything. Okay, so got the autosave done. I guess my next steps will be just to try to build this up enough to where I can just not have to worry about it. So we'll probably just do that real quick. I'm gonna need more gold. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. I thank y'all for bearing with me through all these early days. Hope someday I can return the favor as somebody to entertain. Okay. Do I have any clay? Well, it's a good thing I made this. Yeah, actually, that's all I'm gonna need for now. Break that. Break that. Break that. Should probably stop sprinting around, huh? Especially since I don't really have any food right now. Okay, so there's those. I'm gonna put them together with the bone meal again. Make some porcelain clay. Here, we're gonna pull that out for a second. Wait, what? Okay then. Oh yeah, I gotta stop running. Got more seeds, but Yeah. Should probably use my watering can on some seeds. That way I can get some more food, huh? Yeah. Oh yeah. About what I put in chat earlier about a situation with my dad. It's being handled. Just gotta stay positive. Yeah, he and my mom like to do DoorDash for a living, so they run into all sorts of people. Come on, give me some more wheat. I can't remember if this thing actually works if I'm not looking directly at the thing that's being watered. What kind of... When can I put some upgrades in this? Uh... Oh. Well, shit. Do I got a bone meal? I do. Awesome. So that means I can upgrade my watering can finally. Oh, that's right. That requires a different kind of watering can. So what's this one? Oh. Oh. Not something I could really make right now. Damn. I need you really quick. Oh, can I not? Shit. Well, that's a problem. Hmm. I really need to stop just jumping everywhere. We can get a 3x3 area. Yeah, my parents' friends make these neat little trinkets and stuff. Just gave me this really neat Forza themed keychain. Come on, give me some more. There we go. I don't think this is going to be enough to, you know, fill my health bar, but, well, I know it's not going to, because even turning it into toast, it's not that great. Oh, I need the... Oh, well, I need quite a bit of things, actually. Unfortunately, I can't really do anything with this just yet. I need this to fill up with lava. That way this starts producing lava faster than it's using again. That's going to be a minute. So until then, I guess we're just going to sit here and try to get more food. What time is it? It's 2 a.m. Oh, let's see what that says. Alright, was replying to somebody really quick. I have no idea if that squeaking is being picked up by my mic, and if it is, I'm really sorry. I unfortunately do not have another chair right now, so bear with me for a bit. At some point, I'll have to like try to make it squeak while I'm testing the mic, you know? That way I can get a feel if it is or not. This 3x3 area. Yeah, like I've said previously, while streaming this game, uh, it it's a bit tedious to begin with, but once you really start like digging in and making materials and start having more steady sources of materials, it gets a lot better. Oh, that's right. I got chat there. I got in-game text chat turned off, so it's just not going to show that. Shame. Yeah. I know once if I can make a Inferium can and like the Mystical Agriculture watering cans, this will be a lot quicker. But by that point, I'm kind of hoping I've already got like cloches and stuff set up, so I don't got to worry about that anyways. There we go. There's some of my hunger back. I really need to make just a big patch of dirt. That way I can grow some grass and get some flowers, and then I can make fertilizers for this, so it'll be quicker. Oh wait, where's the fertilizer bags? Oh, hold on. I could have swore there was. Huh. I guess not. Must have been thinking of a different mod pack. Hold on. Red dye. Break it. Oh, Steve's carts. Okay. So what the hell was that thing? Oh, okay. Okay then. There is a good bit of mods in this pack that I haven't interacted with, mostly because it's either unnecessary or I found a way around using them. Particle cylinder? Platformer? Let's see. Huh. Yeah, I guess those fertilizers just aren't in this pack. I could have swore they were. So in some mod packs, there are these bags of like fertilizers or something that they allow like faster growth of like seeds and stuff, or like they make them trample resistant. They increase their output yield or something or other. But I guess that's not a thing. I could have swore it was in this one. I wonder if I'm thinking Stone Block or a different SkyFactory. Because there are 5 SkyFactory packs. Why did I do that? Need one of you, one of you. Or no, I don't need one of you. I just need one of you. But I need 2 of you. Put you in there and you in there. There. Now, for now, the magmatics are gonna be good enough to get power generation going. But at some point, I am definitely going to have to upgrade it, like change what I'm using and whatnot, because it's only going to be able to do so much. Eventually, though, I'll be able to make power sources that just dwarf what I could do with these magmatics. Like, there's extreme reactors, which is a mod pack that adds a reactor. Just the basic version of that can make a good bit of power for me, which is perfect because if I can get it set up properly, then I can basically have my fuel input vastly outweigh its usage. I can basically make it power itself and not run into any issues. At least until I start getting to like draconic evolution. Great mod, great mod pack or great mod set. Very demanding for like power supplies and shit. I don't mean like power supply like in your PC. I mean power supply in game. Oh, my dog's trying to get up on my bed. What you doing, Dookie? Poor buddy. He's an old boy, but he's a good boy. Alright, so what's my end result here? Not amazing, but I can make it work. So now that that's done... Oh, wait, oh, I know I don't have any diamonds. So I'm still doing this by hand for a bit. Okay. I could live with that. Actually, yeah, I'm only going to need one of these for now, because I'm only going to be doing a stack. Right, yeah, because that's just a regular sieve. At some point, I'll probably try to set up a heavy sieve setup, but for now, I'm just going to make do with what I got. Which, again, eventually at a certain point, uh, sieves are going to kind of be an irrelevance. Because you can make just about any material you need with, like, mystical agriculture. So really, all I'm gonna need to do is just get to that point, and then it'll be fine. You know? God damn it. Alright, let's throw you in there. Really wish I had really wish I had more apples. Wait, are bonsai? No, bonsai plants aren't in this. Is there any way I can automate apples? No. Damn. Unless I get them out of loot bags, but other than that, no. Shame. Ow. The friendly wither cannon. What else? What else can I do in the meantime? I could start making that dark room. Hold on. Drop of evil. Ah, damn. Okay. I was hoping the drop of evil could still come out of loot bags, but that might just be in Stone Block 2 now. Drops of evil when applied to a dirt block will turn into cursed earth. I think it's called in this one. It increases mob spawn rate, and then I think it does up to 9 or not 3x3. I think it's like a 5x5 radius. So, blocking rat. Add a second layer. I could do that one. Obsidian with a stone barrel. I could easily do that one. Tinker's Constructs Meltery. Technically, I could do that one with no problem, but that's gonna be a bit of work. So I gotta break down. Well, I gotta get a stack of well, to make the grout for the Tinker's Construct furnace, you need to get, well, just for one set of grout, you need 4 gravel, 4 sand, 1 clay, which isn't really that bad, but that only gets you about 8 grout per, crafting. So what I like to do is I like to get I like to get 4 stacks of gravel, 4 stacks of sand, and then a stack of clay. So, which, yeah, that doesn't sound too hard, and it's really not. It's just really tedious. So once I get like an auto hammer going, I can just have that go on its own and not have an issue. Ooh, sorry, little chilly out there. I think I might caught a slight cold. At least I hope not. So yeah, this is going right now. It's just gonna auto see if I wait a minute. Oh, I really hope I don't have to have a very specific. Um, God damn it. Well, I would say it's a good thing I checked, but I didn't check until it was already a good way through my stack of gravel I threw in there. Fuck. I think the only thing I really wish they would have put into this is, so there's, of course, you can enchant these hammers like you can any other tool in the game. I just wish they would have added a way to, like, make them fully unbreakable. Kind of like if you make a full set of Supremium gear and tools, it won't break. There's no durability. They'll just keep going until you stop using them, I guess. That goes for the weapons, the armor, and stuff like that. You could also get modifiers on Tinker's Construct items that will make them unbreakable, which is really good. It's just unfortunate that they don't have a hammer that's compatible with this stuff through Tinker's Construct, so I can make it just invulnerable or unbreakable. So I don't think. Let's see, gravel, hammer. Yeah, they don't have it. Damn. I mean, technically, I could. No, maybe not. Say if I was able to auto craft the compressed gravel, then that'd be good. But well, there's a way I can auto craft it, but it takes so much, you know. Like if I wanted to make a full heavy sieve setup for every type, I would need uh, the auto hammers just constantly breaking each material to make it into the next one. And then I'd have to set up auto crafters and stuff like that, so it would automatically turn the output into compressed versions of the next. Which there is an auto compress hammer, which so that's not much of the issue. But problem is, I would still have to set up an auto crafter after every single thing, which will just take so long and so many materials, especially since I don't have a consistent source of power. and I don't like doing big setups like that until after I get a good I don't like doing that until I get to a point where I don't have to worry about power. Which, if I get enough of those set up, yeah, I could be there. But unfortunately, there's still the matter of power transferring, which there are cables and stuff you can do. But my preferred method is actually, is actually this Flux. The Flux Networks mod adds basically wireless power share or power transferring. So basically, like I if I put this one on a power or something that supplies power, like this magmatic generator here, that would pull power from the magmatic, and then whatever this one's plugged into, flux point, it will wirelessly uh, it will wirelessly transfer power to that item. Like so, right here, the auto sieve, of course, it requires power to operate. If I were to put a flux point or flux plug on there, and then a flux point on this one, it would be able to power that without them having to be connected. It's a pretty good system. I know in future packs there's like a much better way to do it, but so many packs use flux plugs. It's just good. Honestly, I if it could be included in every pack until the day I die, and I still want to use it because for one, it's fairly simple. You know, you just make this item, make that item, boom. I say that like it doesn't require ender pearls, which this early on gets a little tricky to get, you know. But yeah, it's just a really good way to train. I know there's other packs like Stoneblock 5, Stoneblock 4. You can go to like the hub world for it, and there'd be, of course, characters that like give you quests and stuff like that to progress you through the story. One of them is all about power generation, and they all have these shops related to the quest lines they give you. And once you get to a certain point, you can just keep going to the one for the power generation, and you can just buy the like bags of the flux tools for it, which it can give you flux points or flux plugs. I think it can also give you the storages, which are like these things here. These can all hold flux or hold electricity. They're basically just batteries. This one, of course, being the biggest. I don't know exactly how much it holds because I don't think I've ever. No, I have made one that big, but that was so long ago I could not tell you. That does sound terrifying. Anyways, oh come on, just give me some diamonds. Come on. Here, I'll give you a loaf of bread. Yeah, if you give them food, it'll increase the speed in which they sieve. I typically just don't do it because this early on I need the food. You know, hell, I probably shouldn't even given them that one because my food's running low. Whoops, doing that thing where I'm pushing a bunch of different buttons when I don't really mean to. Okay, we're already on 30. I might go for the full hour. I'm not sure. We'll see. Man, I really want to run some emulated games on here. There's some completely legitimately obtained games. Okay. Need to keep. I really need to get something going where I could just automate this process. problem is without certain tools and things, it's a bit of a slog. Like I could, no, I couldn't because I don't have the slime balls for it. It's like there's always the immersive engineering, but unfortunately, until I get or no, that's just for the blast furnace. What do I need for a coke oven? Ooh, oh no, that's right, it's coke brick. Oh, that's actually not that demanding. I would just need to get 36 bricks, 36 clay balls, and 9 sandstone. Huh. But then there's the issue of power, which I could supply power using like a combustion generator. Oh shit, sun's not down yet, so it's not gonna let me do it. Okay. Like yeah, there's simple combustion generators which I can just throw coal in and it'll produce power, but I also need to get to a point where I don't have to worry about collecting the coal. Which again, once I get mystical agriculture running and get that ball rolling, then I won't really have to worry. There we go. Throw that in there. Over here. Grab that bread. Shit. Yeah. Honestly, like one of the reasons I would really like immersive engineering's garden collections right now, though, because I can't really do anything with mystical agriculture right now because I don't have the essence to start it. I get that from well, in other packs from mining it or getting it from mobs, but in this, I think my only option is to get it from mobs, which I need to build either a dark room or go to the Nether, and that's that's a bit of a push, especially since like using mob grinding units or like the spikes from the iron spikes mod, like yeah, those can really help. But honestly, like the best way to have it set up, I would need to go to the Nether, get some drops of evil from some wither skeletons, build the dark room mob farm thing, and set up some mob mashers or spikes. Oh, I thought I had more than that. There's a road for everything here, and it all connects in some way. But all it takes is just getting there. Oh. Oh, I don't think I ever. I forgot to check my email for that. I'm supposed to get a reply back from a customer support line for uh so I helped my dad update the Bluetooth and radio system in his car because it's it's a bit older, so it's not it can't like uh it can't update itself. Like if you got one with I think the system's called Sync 3 or newer, you can and you could have the car connect to the internet. It'll just download the update through the car right then and there, and that's all you got to do. Unfortunately, with his, it's a much older model. Well, not much, it's much older. It's from 2014, and to update it, I had to, for one, find the update file, download it, unzip it, and yada yada yada. Set up the files in the correct order, and then I had to plug it into his car and start the update through the center console. But then they want you to report that you in fact updated the vehicle or updated the radio in the vehicle, which I tried to do, but something wasn't working right with it, and the log it gave me, because it gives you like this XML file after it's done that you're supposed to submit to the website so the servers can update to reflect that it's updated. Problem is, the XML update is supposed to pull a VIN number with the update logs, and then all of that gets submitted through the XML file. Problem is, it didn't do that. So I was with the well, first their AI assistant shit, which was fucking horrible to deal with. But then I got some lady. She like I explained the situation to her and everything was going on. You know, it's not my car, it's my dad's car. I was just helping him update it, but for some reason the XML file didn't pull this certain information that it absolutely needed to be able to upload it. And I opened up the XML file because you can open it up with like any text editor, and I realized, oh, okay, it's missing the VIN number. So I asked them, well, can you tell me where in the file? Because it's all it is just a uh, a string of information, kind of like if you're like doing some basic coding, you know, it'd have system log, information log, update log, blah blah blah. Well, somewhere in there, there's supposed to be one for the VIN number, which I had the VIN number and I knew how to format the line for it. I just kept asking them, well, if you can tell me where in the file it goes, I can just throw it in there real quick, and then it'll it'll be on it'll be on its way. And I remember I got so frustrated because like they just kept giving me more, like they were really helpful up until I figured out what I needed exactly, and then after that it was just all of the runaround. Eventually they said, oh well, you just need to take it into a service station. I go, why? Well, so you can finish the updates. Like the update's done. The systems, his radio and Bluetooth systems, all up to date. I just need to submit the log stating that it's up to date, but you guys won't let me because there's some information that's not in there, and for some reason it won't let me, or you guys won't tell me where I need to put that information just so I can submit it. Like if I could just give you guys the file and the VIN number and just have you guys figure it out through the customer support, then that'd be great. But I know that's probably not something they could do. Like I already have everything done. I don't need to take it to a service station. I just need the service to reflect that the Bluetooth and radio system is in fact updated. And at first I was like, okay, well, do they really need that, or is this just something they want to do? I'll come to find out when they do their updates, they really want you to be up to date because the update package they give you is going to be whatever version is listed to the whatever version you're updating to. So if you're going from like 4.2 to 4.8 or whatever, I'm just pulling numbers, they're going to give you a package that updates it straight from 4.2 to 4.8. It's just why not just do an update package like any other uh, company or program does, where it's just updates it to the newest no matter what version you're on. Well, so long as the device isn't too old and the whatever isn't too old. So it sounds to me like you guys are just trying to find a way to keep yourselves busy. Like at first, like the only reason it took me longer than it really should have was because originally I grabbed the wrong update files. Or no, not even that. I got the right update files. I just didn't have the right thumb drive. Because for the way I updated it, I had to have it. I had to have a thumb drive that was formatted in FAT32, but the drive I had, which was a lot newer, was a flash drive, could only be formatted for NFIT or exFAT, which, yeah, that'd work for the newer systems, but not for the system I was updating. It was the Sync 1 system I was updating. So I had to take an old thumb drive I had from back when I was still playing on my 360. This is a 32 gig thumb drive from like 2013, maybe. I don't know exactly. I deleted what was on it, which was just some games for my 360. I haven't played my 360 in probably over a decade now, but so yeah, I don't even know if this thing would work if I plugged. I got it right here, but I don't know if it would work if I plugged it in and tried using it. I don't even have a controller to use with it to test it. But I wiped everything off it. I put the download file on it and just went and got it all going. So really, like I've been waiting on the email like, hey, uh, we're with this support line. We understand the problem. Here's a quick fix for it. Or at least I'm hoping that's what I'm gonna get. But knowing my luck, that's not what I'm gonna get. They're just gonna tell me take it to a service station. I don't need a service station because it's already done. The job's done. I just gotta update, or I just gotta have you guys update your system for it. It's ridiculous. If it's not clear, I'm not a big fan of customer service lines. I understand their importance. I know they can be helpful, but unfortunately, most of the time I have to deal with them. Their support is not very helpful. I remember at least like once or twice a month, I was calling the support line for, or back when I was working at 7-Eleven for my aunt, which is a whole other story on its own, which I think I told some stories of. But I didn't actually have bank account at the time, so all of my pay was going into basically just a fancy prepaid debit card kind of thing. And like once or twice a month, I'd have to call them because like there's some discrepancy or something like that. And they could be helpful there. There's a couple of times where I got somebody who was just I don't know how they and landed a job like that, but I imagine they were really looking at bottom of the barrel for that employee. And yeah, so yeah, customer service, they can be helpful, but sometimes you gotta really think to yourself, is it really worth dealing with whatever headache I might end up with? Mm. And at the time, I was only working second shift, so the only time I could really call these service lines was late at night. So it was very common that I'd get somebody with a very thick accent, and there was some times where it was a very thick accent that I could not understand, and they'd have to repeat themselves several times. It wasn't fun for any party involved. One person got very offended because I couldn't understand him. The problem is it was a very, very thick accent. I said I'm sorry. You can't help me because I can't understand you, and I really don't. I don't want to keep making you mad because where's that going to get either of us? So I told him to have a good night, hung up, and called again the next day. Cause honestly, like I felt bad for the way it was kind of worded, but unfortunately, like he can't help me and I can't help him if I can't understand him and I can't figure out what he's asking me. It's like we had a guest speaker at my high school once, and some guy from a Slavic nation. He did like heavy machinery work somewhere. I'm not gonna say where he's from because I don't know exactly. I don't remember exactly, but he had a very thick Slavic accent, and there were some things he'd try to say that we just get so confused because we couldn't understand him. Got 2 diamonds yet? Nope. God damn it! Give me my diamonds. I need diamonds. I mean, I could probably, you know, do my own sieving over here, but why do that when I got a little guy in a box that can do it for me? Dressed as a cat and a Steve head. What? Oh. Sorry, that was a random. I did that. I accidentally clicked one of these like side tab things here. What's new? Report bug. Blah blah blah. I mean, I don't imagine they're exactly taking bug reports for a pack this old. Like I'm pretty sure I watched Achievement Hunter play this when I was still in high school. Which that really shows age right there. And that was back, I think, I want to say it was just after Ray left and started doing his own stuff. That and there's already 2 other SkyFactories out that are newer than this one. Because I think right now you can play SkyFactory, SkyFactory 2.5, SkyFactory 3, 4, and 5. I think there's also a weird remake of the first SkyFactory. No, I was thinking of just doing a little sieving myself, but that would honestly take a lot of materials that I just don't have. You know. Well, I do have them, but I don't want to really use them. I don't want to use any more materials than I really have to. Like I sit here and I try to use a calculator and everything I can just to make sure that I'm not going to be making more than I'm going to need for certain things. Of course, I'm not very successful with it, so I'll end up with 100 or so extra of something. Like to make the grout or to make one of the Tinker's Construct smelting furnaces or alloying furnaces or whatever, you only need 4 of the grout or the seared bricks to make a seared brick block, and you only need so many of them to actually build the smeltery as well as the taps and stuff. But I'll end up making just so much more than I actually need, to the point where it's kind of ridiculous. Oh, come on. Do I have any food items at all? Technically, yes. Yeah, you can straight up just cook these things. They don't give you a lot of food, but you can cook them. Oh, 2.5 boost. That's not bad for something with no nutrition at all. Yes, I keep a little man in a little box and I feed him worms. Hold on, how much iron do I have in here? Okay, screw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't have the wands. And I can't vein mine with compressed hammers. I don't think. Yep. Damn it. I wish I could make more, but I can't. Yeah, you can only break one compressed block at a time with the compressed hammers. So I will do some sieving myself, but oh shit, all I've got is the heavy. Fuck. Okay, maybe I won't. I don't. It's mostly a problem because I need 9 blocks to make one compressed of whatever block. But you know, all stacks are in multiples of 8. So if I could hold like 73 blocks per stack, then it'd be perfect. But unfortunately, I can't. So square one. Damn it! Didn't mean to click that. I need to grow more stuff too. There are like fertilizer blocks and stuff I can make that will make this stuff grow quicker, but it's kind of demanding. Like yeah, this stuff right here. Especially since I don't have any chickens. Not much I could do without it. Always liquid fertilizer though. It all comes from. Wait, can I make this? Oh. Oh, biomash. Damn. Alright, well, I guess I'm just doing this then. Yeah, this is a lot of. There's going to be a lot of back and forth until I can really get things going, you know? But there will be a point in time where everything can be. Or a lot of things can be automated and I can just, not worry so much about it. I can just keep going on to the next project and the next project and the next project. For the most part, at least. I'm not going to set it to like auto craft everything because then, I have more I'll have more stuff just laying around that I'll know what to do with. And yeah, I can make digital storages, but I don't want to make a bunch of like disks and stuff for refined storage and just have nothing on them, especially since those things can get really expensive as you go along. Yeah, you got 6 left. Oh, yes. Perfect. Hammer. Hammer. Ow. I think my voice is getting a little hoarse from all the talking. There we go. Now it's gonna fill up with power. And now let's get this last piece offloaded here. Yeah, now that that's there, I could take this, throw it right in there, and it's just gonna automatically break it. Now, if I wanted to make it quicker, I could add more hammers, but materials and whatnot. Ooh, no, let's hold on to that for a little bit, actually. Oh yeah, I was gonna check my email, see if I know I'm probably not gonna get one, but I'm really hoping to get into the State of Decay 3 playtesting. I love State of Decay. I've got a lot of hours into State of Decay 2. Though my experiences with State of Decay 2 online, at least on PC in more recent years, is wildly different than my friend's experience with it. Because I don't do multiplayer on just my regular communities, but of course, there's Daybreak, which you got to do to get certain things, like best, you know, uh, some of the best like base modules and even some really good gear, as well as like operators and stuff to add to your community. Problem is, like the only every time I go into Daybreak to get the points to even be able to buy them, I just keep running into sessions of hackers. Which, yeah, I guess I really shouldn't complain because they're just gonna carry me through. Like, I actually don't even need to do it unless I want the prestige points, which you need the prestige points to purchase the items to make things from the prestige traders or to recruit the operators to your community. The thing is, like, I'd rather just kind of do it myself, but every time I go to do it, I end up with, just a lobby of hackers that just do everything for me. Yeah, I know. Oh, complaining about his free carry, yada yada yada. It's just, I don't know. It's more of like I like doing it myself kind of thing. It's a really fun game. It's a really fun mode. It just kind of sucks when you're like, yeah, I'll have fun doing this for a bit, and then you don't get to do it at all because what you went in there for is no longer an issue. I mean, yeah, they can carry me through that all they want, but like, I'm still gonna prefer just doing it regularly. I lost a tater. That's a shame. I thought I heard a cat meowing. No, it's just a very, very quiet Minecraft music, which I should probably turn completely off because I don't know if I'll get a copyright strike for it. I mean, I doubt Microsoft's gonna give a or Microsoft or Mojang is gonna give a flying fuck about some random nobody with 4 viewers on Twitch, but you never know. I don't feel like being the one that they decide to finally care about. Now that I've got this diamond here, make another iron stiffened mesh really quick. Pull the flint stiffened mesh out of there, put that in there, and whoops, another one of those wands. Oh wait, do I have another iron chunk in here? I have better than that actually. Nice. Yeah, I want to make a bunch of hammers really quick just so I can maybe do some sieving myself. I'm gonna have to get my auto clicker up though. You son bitch. I shouldn't need more than 6 or 3, not 6. I think it's 6. Anyways, there we go. So glad I have a regular pickaxe. it is. I'm stupid. Oh man, this is gonna be a long way up. A real long way up. There we go. Getting towards the end. There we go. Damn. Ow. Ow. God. God damn it. There we go. There's 9 stacks. Whoops. I think that's my first death. Well, this is what happens when you die. It drops a tombstone for you. Thank goodness I don't have enough confidence in myself to do hardcore runs, because that would have just ended it there. Oh wait, I need my clicker. God damn, I can't believe I did that. I do that all the... Ow. I do that all the time. I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. There we go. So, just minimize that. Yep, now we're just gonna let this go. Yeah, this is just gonna... I'm gonna go through 9 stacks of gravel in no time at all just doing this. I say that, but look how long it's already taking me. Yeah, hopefully this makes up for a little bit of an oopsie during the Halo Reach live stream that I'm gonna have to redo, because I can't believe I didn't set up the recording correctly. That was just dumb. But yeah, we'll get it all taken care of, and then we'll go on to the next thing, which will either be more of this Spartan Ops, or I'm gonna see if I can stream some other games. Probably completely unload my mod list for Left 4 Dead, because I do want to play Left 4 Dead, but I don't want to do the outrageous mods, at least not at first. And then maybe after some of that, maybe we'll play some State of Decay. Maybe we'll play Payday. We'll see. I would like to play more Payday, actually, but yeah, that's not here nor there yet. Especially since I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to handle that. You'll notice real quick though that my setup for Payday isn't always the greatest. Yeah. I do stealth, but I also like doing loud, heavy armor. I will not go over overkill for missions though, because if shit hits the fan, I don't like I don't like using a stealth build for it, and my current loud build isn't exactly rated for certain missions and certain levels. mean, I could play some Payday 3 as well, but come on. Who's actually going out of their way to play Payday 3 right now? Okay, I got 5 diamonds. Nice. So at some point I can make more auto hammers. Sorry. Remove. There we go. Yeah, with the waypoints in this with this mod pack, which I think uses I can't remember what mod this is, but yeah. When you die, it'll leave a waypoint just like in a lot of other packs, so every now and again I gotta go through and just get rid of them real quick. Put you through there. But yeah. We got that set up. We've been going for an hour now, so I think we are actually about to end it. Because I'm very tired. It is 3 a.m. I already did one stream, fucked that up, so I did this one to make up for the missing section. But, yeah. You guys have a good night. If anything else happens, I'll keep you posted if I feel it is appropriate to share. Yeah, y'all have a good night.